floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Your Honors. May I request that the slides be put on the screen? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Ang kampanyang kontra illegal na droga ng Administrasyong Duterte ay hindi lang basta-basta nagsimula sa kalsada at barangay. Ang pinagmula ng war on drugs ay isang utos o command na galing mismo sa pinakamataas na opisyal ng Philippine National Police at yun po ay nakikita ninyo sa right side ng screen. Next slide, please. Ang una po niyang reference sa kanyang command circular ay ang pronouncement ni President Rodrigo R. Duterte to get rid of illegal drugs during the first 6 months of his term. Next slide, please. Sa PNP CMC 16-26, ang konsepto ng operations sa Project Double Barrel ay unang-una ito ay ilulunsad sa unang araw ng Chief PNP at pangalawa ito ay may dalawang sangay, kaya double barrel po ang tawag, Project Tokhang and Project HVT. Next slide, please. Ayan po ang diagram ng double barrel. Project HVT ay high value target at Project Tokhang ang lower barrel. Ano ngayon ang ibig sabihin po, next slide, ng Project Tokhang? Yan yung alam natin ng mga house-to-house visit ng pulis sa mga pinaghihinalaang sangkot sa illegal na droga. Next slide. Ano naman ang Project HVT? Ayan po yung tawag na high-value targets, yung mga involved na drug personalities sa international at domestic drug trafficking. Next slide, please. Kaya ang tanong po ay, ano ang pinagkaiba ng Project Double Barrel sa mga dating anti-illegal drugs campaign ng pamahalaan? Dalawa po ang pinagkaiba. Next slide. Unang-una, may utos sa loob ng command circular na yan na mag-neutralize at mag-negate ng mga suspected illegal drug personalities. Pangalawa, ang utos ay gumamit ng drug list para tugisin ang mga sangkot umano sa illegal na droga. Next slide, please. Siyempre po, alam naman natin lahat, ang trabaho ng pulis ay mag-imbestiga, magkalap ng ebidensya at magsampa ng kaso laban sa mga salarin. Kaya ang tanong ay, bakit nag-iba ang utos sa Project Double Barrel? Imbis namang aresto at magsampa ng kaso, bakit neutralize at negate ang iniutos ng CMC 16-2016? Imbis na magkalap ng ebidensya para sa korte, bakit drug list ang iniutos nitong command circular? Next slide, please. Paulit-ulit po ang utos ng command circular na ito na mag-neutralize. Mismo sa purpose ng circular nakalagay na dapat i-neutralize ang mga illegal drug personalities sa buong Pilipinas. Next slide, please. At sa loob ng circular, nandiyan po naka-highlight sa dilaw, yan yung mga paulit-ulit na command to neutralize and to negate. Next slide, please. Wala naman po sa batas ang salitang negate at neutralize, kaya libre ang pulis na unawaan ito base lamang sa kanilang sariling interpretasyon. Kumbaga, Your Honors, ay bahala na sila magpasya kung ano ang ibig sabihin nito. Ang tanong po ngayon, siyempre, ay ano ang pagkaintindi o pag-unawa ng pulis sa utos na mag-neutralize at mag-negate? Next slide. Ang mga susunod po na salitang paggamit ng neutralize at negate ay galing mismo sa mga opisyal ng PNP. Next slide, please. Si PNP spokesperson, Senior Superintendent Carlos noong 2016, mismo ang nag-announce noon na ang ibig sabihin ng neutralize ay pinatay o killed. At mismo siya nag-announce na papalitan na nila sa mga report ng double barrel. Imbis na killed, ang ilalagay nila ay neutralized. Next slide. Ang mga susunod naman ng mga police reports ay sinulat at nanggaling mismo sa mga units ng PNP sa Santa Ana, Manila. Makikita dito, paulit-ulit din nilang ginagamit ang neutralize kaugnay ng Project Double Barrel at ang pagpatay sa suspect dahil umano siya ay nanlaban. Ito po yung isa. Next slide, please. Ito ay isang information report galing sa PNP Santa Ana. Elements of Santa Ana Police Station will step up for the suspect's immediate apprehension and neutralization. Kung ang ibig lang sabihin ay hulihin yung suspect, bakit pa dinagdag ang salitang neutralization? Next slide, please. Yung suspect po dito ay nailagay sa isang drug watch list at medyo maliit lang pero may makikita kayong handwritten notation sa tabi ng pangalan niya, killed, at yung petsa kung kailan siya pinatay. Next slide, please. And one more. Next slide, please. As predicted in the PNP Information Report, ang tatlong suspect, Mr. Manawis at 2 bunuan, ay na-neutralize o napatay sa isang bypass operation dahil sila raw ay nanlaban. Next slide, please. May hawak pa po ang flag ng mga 20 sets pa ng mga police reports galing din sa Police Santa Ana na ganon din, halos eksakto word for word ang paggamit nila ng salitang neutralize. Ang nakita po namin pattern, una, bago magsagawa ng police operation, na-identify na yung suspect bilang target for immediate apprehension and neutralization. Pangalawa, halos lahat sila ay nasa drug watch list. Pangatlo, nung nagkaroon daw ng bypass operation, lahat sila ay nanlaban at pinatay. Next slide, please. Pero hindi lang po ang Santa Ana Police ang gumagamit ng neutralize, pati sa Tondo, meron din po. Next slide, please. Ito ay sa isang operation tungkol sa pagkapatay kay Rex Apari. Died during police operation. The operation resulted in the neutralization of the suspect. At hindi lang po yon. Next slide, please. Si Colonel Espenido na nandito po ngayon ay nung tumestigo sa Quadcom ay umamin na ang ibig sabihin na neutralize ay kill. Next slide, please. Tinanong po siya ni Congressman Owaminal, does that include, referring to neutralization, Colonel, na ang pagpatay sa target? Ang sagot po, kasali na, Your Honors. At hindi lang po siya, next slide please, pati ang PIDEA Chief, si Director General Lasso, ay inamin din ng ibig sabihin ng negate at neutralize ay kill. Next slide please. Tinanong po siya ni Congresswoman Luistro, can you please enlighten us ano pong ibig sabihin ng negated? Answer ni General Lasso, it is neutralized, Your Honor. I mean, he was killed already. Negated for the case of Mayor Halili would then mean that he is dead already. Yes, Your Honor. That is why it was neutralized already. Sagot, yes, Your Honor. Next slide, please. Ibinulgar din ni Colonel Royina Garma sa Quadcom ang reward system na itinupad sa Duterte drug war. Hindi ka na po babasahin ng lahat ng nasa sinagot niya, pero ang sabi lang niya, may reward po yan, ang Davao model ang kanilang sinunod. First is the reward if suspect is killed, second is the funding of planned operations, and third is the refund of operational expenses. At gusto ko lang pong i-emphasize, ang sabi niya, rewards were only given for killings, for arrests, only reimbursement of expenses. Next slide, please. Iba-iba din po ang halaga ng reward, depende kung small time o big time. Ang mga small time daw, around 20,000. Ang big time, umaabot ng 500,000 hanggang 1 million piso. Next slide, please. Kaya ang naging resulta po, killing frenzy sa kapulisan. Kaya sa tingin ko, umabot sa 20,322 ang napatay nung una pa lang 17 buwan ng drug war. Ang numero pong 20,322 ay galing mismo sa Korte Suprema, isang extended resolution at ang sinasite nila ang 2017 Year-End Accomplishment Report na galing sa Office of the President. Next slide, please. Marami pong mga kamag-anak ang lumapit sa amin sa flag, kamag-anak ng mga EJK victims. Pero marami din sa kanila ay natatakot magsampa ng kaso dahil malamang baka balikan sila o yung mga kamag-anak nila. At kahit ngayon, marami pa rin pong takot dahil many of those involved or responsible ay naka-uniforme pa. Next slide, please. Pero meron po kaming isang testigo na kasama po ngayon, isang survivor ng EJK si Roger Herrero, na nung siya ay binaril, akala ng pulis siya ay patay na, nakahanap siya ng tulong, nadala siya sa ospital. Nung nalaman ng pulis na buhay pa siya, kinasuhan siya ng robbery, nakakuha siya ng acquittal, dinismiss ang kasong robbery laban sa kanya, at siya naman ang nagsampa ng frustrated murder laban sa mga pulis. Na-convict po ang 4 na pulis of attempted murder. Ito po ang picture ni Roger Herrero at nandito po siya sa loob ng ating session hall. Roger, kung maaari po ay kayo magtumayo. Ayan, si Roger Herrero po. Next slide please. Maraming salamat, Roger. Maari pong may magtatanong, robbery naman ang charge, paano siya naging biktima ng drug war? Next slide please. Pero mismo ang taga-NBI ang nagsabi po sa amin sa flag na ito ay ginawa ng pulis, kasama ito sa drug war dahil ang reward ang end goal ng mga pulis. At sabi pa niya, the PNP changed their narrative into simple crime operation when the incident reached the NBI because suddenly a charge of robbery was filed. Para din ito yung kaso ni Carl Arnaiz. Kung maalala po ninyo, after Kian de los Santos, ang sumunod na pinatay ay si Carl Arnaiz. Ang sabi naman ng pulis nung lumabas yung balita na napatay nga siya, ay nang hold up daw siya. Pero actually, na-convict yung mga pulis din sa kaso ni Carl Arnaiz, hindi lang ng pagkapatay, kundi pati planting of evidence. Kaya po kami nababahala sa mga nangyayari at sa mga nangyayari mga kaso nung panahon ng war on drugs. Ready po anytime mag-testify si Roger Herrero. Nasa committee po. Thank you.
Roger Herrero, no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sige, are you done?
Yes,
thank you. And then ikaw, Attorney Jokno, marami kang kliyente na victim families ng EJK, kaya familiar ka sa issue na to? Yun po ba yun?
Meron po at meron kaming inihain na kaso sa Korte Suprema sa ngalan ng 3 kliyente namin na nando pa rin at nakapending sa Supreme Court.
Kliyente, meaning to say, namatayan na mga pamilya?
3 po sila. Yung isa, si Jefferson Soriano, ay survivor din ng EJK.
Okay.
Yung isa, si Rowena Apari, ay nanay ng napatay na nanlaban daw. At yung pangatlo ay relative po rin ng isang EJK victim.
Okay, pero EJK po ito. Since familiar ka naman sa background facts, yung mga attempted EJK or victim ng EJK, sa ngalan ng war on drugs ang operation ng police?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes, Your Honor.
Siguro kaya nyo naman siguro i-organize po yung data. Bigyan nyo po kami ng information.
Sure.
And
Of course, Your Honor.
dahil dyan sa pag-aaral mo sa issue na ito ay na-encounter mo ngayon yung Memorandum Circular 16-2016.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po nag-issue nun?
Si Chief PNP noong panahon na yon, ngayon Senator Ronaldo Bato de la
Anong
Rosa.
date yon?
Ronald lang, Ronald.
Ronald.
Walang O.
Sorry po.
Anong date yung MC 2016?
July 1, 2016.
Okay, July
First day po niya sa
July
pag-upo
1,
bilang
2016.
Chief PNP.
And as an experienced lawyer, napansin mo doon ang pag-insert ng anong mga salita? Na alanganing salita?
Neutralize po at negate.
Negation ata nang nandun, ano?
Yes.
Anong mas madalas gamitin doon? Neutralization.
Neutralization.
Yung negation, ilang times na bang
5
ginagamit?
beses po nabanggit yung neutralize at 2 beses nabanggit ang negate.
Negate. So, sa pag-aaral mo, just in case you know, sa mga police material, is this the first time na ginamit ang neutralization, neutralize, negation, negate?
May mga 1 or 2 na mga police documents na nakita ko po yan, pero wala akong alam na may ganyan sa mga utos sa drugs, lalong-lalo na sa war on drugs, kundi ito lang CMC 16-2016.
Pero yung mga naalala mo na-encounter mo yung terms, in what context mo naman sila na-encounter? In police documents?
I think it was pointed out by then Justice Carpio in one of the hearings, the oral argument during the Almora case, the war on drugs case. Siya po ang nagbanggit po sa amin nung kami nakaharap sa Supreme Court.
Alam mo, diniscuss ko na rin sa staff ko yan eh. What would be a better word to replace neutralization or negation if you do not have killing as included in the meaning of the word? Sige nga, can I benefit from your presence, Attorney Jokno?
Kaya nga po ako nagtaka dahil alam naman natin na ang tungkulin ng pulis ay manghuli, mangkalap ng ebidensya at magsampa ng kaso. Yun yung hinahanap namin sa command circular. Mang-aresto kayo, kumuha kayo ng ebidensya, mag-file kayo ng case. Nung nakita namin paulit-ulit yung negate at neutralize, sabi po namin, bakit ito ay nailagay doon? Kung ang purpose ay mang-aresto, bakit hindi na lang ginamit yung salitang aresto?
Mr. Chair?
Okay, at Senator Bato?
Yeah, Mr. Chair. I just would like to react. Yung insistence ni Atty. Jokno about using the word neutralize na puro killing lang ang gusto niyang palabasin. If you can remember, Atty. Jokno, during our senatorial debate doon sa UST, almost 6 years ago, sinagot na kita tungkol dyan. Kasi insisting ka na pag-neutralize, patay agad. Sinagot na kita extensively doon sa debate na yun. Kaya nga siguro ako nanalo. Ginawa akong senador ng taong bayan. Dahil nasagot ko yung tanong mo na yun. If I will give you the Google meaning of neutralize. Ito pong nakasabi. It is a verb. Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. So ano ibig sabihin yan? Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. Ano yung opposite force or effect na sinasabi? Yan ang sinasabi mong negation. Negation operation. Paano gagawin yan? Kasi sabi mo, gusto mo magpulis-pulisan eh. Gusto mo yung term ng pulis, talagang insist yung gusto mong meaning eh. Yung negation operations ay pagkakandak ng operations against the suspects. Pag magkanda ka ng operations, chances are na pwede mo siyang maaresto, pailan mo ng kaso para makulong at hindi na siya makapag-commit pa ng further crimes. Ineffective na siya sa kanyang mga criminal activities. Ngayon, sabi mo patay. Yes, pwede mayroong mamatay dyan sa neutralization kapag ang suspect ay lumaban sa operation because by all means, ang police has to defend themselves. Self-defense. Ewan ko. Tanungin natin itong mga former chief PNP kung ano ba talaga ang meaning ng neutralization. Dahil alam ko, police, military, at maraming organization gumagamit ng term ng neutralize. Binibigyan lang kasi ng masamang meaning nitong mga anti-Duterte na people. Ngayon, kinukot mo pa yung PDEA director na yes, he's free to make his own meaning, his own definition of that term. But ito ngayon, tatlong former chief PNP, Mr. Chair, can I ask General Gamboa, when I say neutralize, anong ibig sabihin yan? You have the floor.
These three former PNP chiefs came after the PNP chief Bato. So tama. So,
correct.
Yes.
And if
so,
indeed that memorandum that I signed, cited by Attorney Jokno, was true, then they were covered by that memorandum. And I would like to seek their opinion as to the intent of that memorandum. Is it really killing? Otherwise, kung gusto kong patayin yung mga suspect na yan, bakit pa ako gagamit ng neutralized term? Gagamitin ko ang to kill. Bakit ko pa gagamitin yung term ng neutralized, Mr. Chair? Can I hear from General Gamboa, Mr. Chair?
So in order sa kanila, sige, who came sige, ganito sa records ko, no, after naging Chief Albayal after Bato de la Rosa, Albayalde, Gamboa, Cascolan, Sinas, Eleazar, Carlos, Danao. Ganun na nangyari. Sige. Okay, the question of Senator Bato, he wants to direct it first to, at ito, lawyer pa pala itong ating lawyer, former police chief, Attorney Archie Gamboa. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. First, I'd like to put everything in the proper context because if you only deal with how Attorney Jokno has interpreted the Command Memorandum Circular, you will have that kind of bias. Now, as an opinion, there are at least 3 laws that prohibits disclosure of classified documents. There's NAPOLCOM Circular 2016-002. There's Republic Act 3019, Section 3. And there's Republic Act 6713, Section 7. All of this prohibits on the part of the government employee to divulge plans like this. For your information, that plan that was presented is classified as confidential. There are limits to the access of that. Why? Because while it may not endanger national security, peace and order, and public safety, it might be prejudicial to the interest, prestige of national government activities. It may cause administrative embarrassment. It may cause unwarranted injury, and it may be advantageous to other nations. I am telling this because first and foremost, those documents are not supposed to be accessed by the public. But this responsibility lies on the government employee themselves. Pero ito, wala na tayong magawa, Mr. Chair, dahil lumabas na siya. Now let's go back to how policemen would interpret this. Before we became members of the Philippine National Police, we were members of the Philippine Constabulary. And the word neutralization can often be found in operational plans of the military. It's always there. So probably, as we transition to the now Philippine National Police, we carried the same interpretation. Now, if you look at the entire CMC, the Command Memorandum Circular, in the coordinative portion, it emphasizes respect for human rights as embodied in the 1987 Constitution, respect for police operational protocols. It's all there. So if you take it in its entire context, you don't necessarily mean neutralization is killing. Because it may cause, no? There's a question of bakit nag-iba ang shift ng strategy ng PNP to double barrel? Bakit merong tukhang, merong HVT na sinasabing nagde-determine ng drug list? When you are a member of the military, even in our campaign against the insurgents, we always start with the order of battle. The order of battle is the list of suspected communists, be it armed guerrilla or even legal fronts. Because this is where you start your work. Because if you start from nowhere, where are you going to go? That's why in our campaign against illegal drugs, we start with a drug list, those that are listed. And then from there, we develop strategies first to look at them, maybe if we can file the appropriate cases or conduct probably bypass operations. Ang mahirap kasi if you take this into just one context and one page, actually I have listed that during the CMC 2016, there was a mention 4 times, page 3, page 12, page 15, and page 16, and negation in page 5. But if an ordinary policeman would interpret this, it means it will still be based on how the law operates. As a chief PNP and as a lawyer, I would not allow that it will go out of the bounds of the law. Mahirap kasi pag kunin mo yung context na iisang page lang or dito ka lang sa neutralization. Why don't you go through the different pages? This is a memorandum circular covered by almost 18 pages. And take the interpretation in its entirety. Hindi lang dun sa neutralization. I don't know what could be the reason, but that's how a former chief PNP and a lawyer says it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Pwede ako follow up.
Yeah.
But is the word neutralization commonly used in police documents? Sige, Chief. Anong
Yes, sir.
Ha?
Yes, sir. Even
So,
in the military, sir, as I have said.
In the police, kaya ako kinocontextualize eh. Huwag tayong kinocontextualize ko. Kayo ba police? You consider yourself military?
No, sir.
Police. So, in the police context, common ang word na neutralization.
Yes, sir. Even if you can see on the
So-
different 6 memorandum circular, you see it's
Kaya nga, that's one document. I'm now asking you, before ka naging chief, siyempre, ang lawak na experience mo, madalas mo na-encounter sa police career mo ang word na
Yes,
neutralization?
sir. Yes, sir.
So just as you made the study ko ilang beses ginamit siya dito sa
Yes, sir.
document,
Yes,
can
sir.
you give us a study kung ano yung mga police documents na na-encounter mo ang neutralization
No.
at saka negation?
I am just saying, sir, that the 6 memorandum circular issued during
The six-
2016
six,
to
okay.
2022,
Six.
the neutralization and the negation has always been used in the different circulars. And this
And-
has passed through at least 3 chief PNP signing the
Yes.
circular.
And did it all start with this particular memorandum circular, the number 16-2016?
Yes, sir.
Dito ba nag-umpisa?
Yes, sir.
Kaya nga, so after this, madalas nang gamitin si
Yes, sir.
neutralization.
Yes, sir.
Yun ang point.
Even on the memorandum circular signed by Chief PNP Albayalde, maybe because of the misinterpretation, the neutralization has already been defined.
Has already been?
Defined in the
Fine.
definition of terms.
Albayalde time na. Sige po. Chief, itong aking records dito, ano ka? You were chief of October 14, 2019. Kino-consider ka na ba chief nun? Up to...
Yes, sir, as officer in charge, but limited on the...
Up to September 2, 2020.
Yes, sir.
Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alam mo ilan ang casualty sa war on drugs? Do you know? Sa term mo?
I think 662, sir.
662.
Yes, sir. We have already list on the different died in police operations on the different terms of the chief PNPs.
Yes. Basta in your particular term, 662.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa.
Salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. I'll be asking follow-up questions after all the former chiefs PNP have spoken. Pero I think may binanggit po si former Chief PNP Archie Gamboa at least 3 importanteng punto. Una, talagang magkakaiba yung sa militar or even the PC before bilang military organizations na gumagamit ng yung list of targets, at saka yung use ng word na neutralization. Iba talaga sa context ng kanilang dating counterinsurgency operations ng PC at ng AFP until recently na pumipihit sa external defense. Ibang-iba supposedly ang PNP. That's why nagpasa ang Kongreso noon ng PNP Reform and Modernization Act to create the new PNP. So ibang-iba po yung paggamit ng neutralization or negation sa PC noon at sa AFP, maaring hanggang ngayon, kesa sa PNP. Pangalawang importanteng binanggit ni former Chief PNP Archie, sinabi nga nila na why would they want to arrest rather than have those effect of killing. Kasi po, yung isa pang pag-uusapan natin in this hearing or perhaps the next hearings, Mr. Chair, merong tinawag na nangyaring perverse incentive. Lumabas na po sa isang resource person. Pag aresto, walang reward, walang incentive. Pero pag napatay, may incentive. At may gradations pa ng magkano yon, depende kung low level or high value yung napatay or pinatay. And pangatlo po, I just would like to return dun sa piniresent so far ni na Attorney Jokno, Attorney Chel, na pati doon sa mga nakuha nilang after reports ng PNP sa mga napatay, yung mga nakalista earlier for neutralization or negation, nakalagay po killed. So in the course of the years of the drug war, in the course of the years of the EJ case, talagang napagpalit-palit na yung neutralization, negation, at yung pagpatay as a description and siguro in the nature ng mga human organizations sa pagkaintindi even during the operation. So just for the record, Mr. Chair, bago yung ating iba pang former chiefs PNP.
Senator
Salamat
Bato.
kayo,
Yeah, Mr. Chair, thank you. Mr. Chair, I have given this body the Google meaning of the word neutralization. This time, I would like to share with you the police meaning of neutralization as defined in page 188 of the Police Operational Procedure Manual. And it says, neutralization, a police intervention in strict accord with the use of force continuum and or principle of proportionality on the use of force purposely to contain or stop the unlawful aggression of the offender. This may include an arrest, capture, surrender, or other acts to subdue the suspect. Wala mang nakalagay dito na kill sa definition ng PNP Operational Manual, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mahirap kung ang magbigay ng meaning, somebody from outside the PNP ang mag-interpret sa isang police term. It should be people from within the organization be given the chance to interpret this term accordingly, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
May we know when the PNP officially and formally defined the word neutralization? Because sa notes ko, mayroon -21, so it gives me the idea it's 2021.
Regardless, Mr. Chair.
Am I correct or not?
Yeah, this is 2021.
2021, okay.
Dahil nga sa palaging
Yes.
minimisinterpret ng
Okay.
publiko yung term na neutralization, the PNP come up with the correct
But
meaning.
Is it a fact that in the command memorandum circular number 16-2016, where the word neutralization appears, wala pa siyang definition nung time na yon?
Wala pa, Mr.
Correct.
Chair.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean kung walang
Correct.
nakasulat na
Correct.
definition, isama mo na yung puro patay-patay na lang ang
Correct.
gusto mo sa neutralization.
Correct.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Do you want to continue with the ex-chief? Senator Bato, you want to continue?
Yes. Yes,
Linya,
Mr. Chair.
Same question, kung natatandaan nyo pa, sir. Same question ni Senator Bato. So, Debold Sinas, we have, yes, sir, General Retired Debold Sinas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. First, I'd like to thank the committee for inviting me. Nabigay na po ni Senator Bato at saka ni Sir Archie po ang definition. Yun po talagang inadapt namin, Your Honor. Hindi po kagad patay. Because the context talaga, kasi kagaya yung operational procedures, kasama po yun sa tinuturo at saka nasa mga training at saka mga discussion. Hindi po kagad patay. Dapat we do the, after mag-case build-up, the arrest, capture, kung mag-surrender, is-surrender. Tapos kung mayroong imminent threats na talagang lumaban, doon po talaga nag-engage ang police po. Kaya nga pinakita rin po kanina na may mga instances din na pag hindi ready ang police, kami po ang mapapatayan. It does not mean na pag sinabing neutralize, ang sinasabi namin sa mga tao namin sa baba during our conferences, our coordinating conferences and meeting, ay patay. Hindi po yun, sir. Ang una talaga is to neutralize, to stop their operations, to stop their aggressions on equal force. Just enough to neutralize them. Yun po, sir, ang kuha namin. Yun po ang ginagamit na term na pinasa na po namin sa baba. It's not immediate killing, sir, ang kuha po namin. So we have the same stand po, sir, with Senator Bato and Sir Archie, sir. Thank you po.
Mr. Chair,
yes.
if I may, just very quick intervention, Mr. Chairman, because I was listening attentively whether as to when the word neutralization came into the picture and the definition came in later, as you mentioned, 2021. So my next question, or probably a practical question, would be, How do you come up with a list of persons that you need to neutralize if you don't have the definition of neutralization? I think it's a practical question, Your Honor.
Take that up in
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other future
I just
time.
wanted to put that on
Ituloy lang natin si
yeah.
andito. Pero
Thank
hindi,
you.
may nasabi kasi si General Sinas na yun ang, sabi mo, yung interpretation na yun ang pinaabot mo sa baba. So, I mean to say, nag-issue ka ba ng mga circulars when you were Chief PNP? Na you interpreted neutralization?
No po, sir.
Oh, how did you do
We
it?
do with our conferences, with our...
So, verbal?
Yes, sir, verbal po, sir.
Sige, General Danao, please. Same question daw ni Senator Bato.
Yes, sir. Honorable Chairman and other members of the Senate. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Sir, I was assigned as the officer in charge of the Philippine National Police from May 2022 up to August. So it's only 3 months, and that was the time of election. And from 2016 to 2018, I was just a mere directorate or staff of the directorates of intelligence and the CIDG. But as far as the neutralization word is concerned, as being discussed before during the height of the drug war, for me, sir, I would take it as neutralization is a form of police operation. First, sir, is the voluntary surrender of the suspects of illegal drugs. That is one. And it could also be through the legal arrest of the suspects through bypass operation, through conduct of search warrants, and the other forms. It could also be through checkpoints. Kasi kung minsan, sir, may mga checkpoints dan na makikita, in possession, sir, yung illegal drugs ng mga suspects. And it could also be, the word neutralization could also be the meaning, the killing of the suspect. So yun, sir. So pero yung sinasabi siya na interpretation how we conduct operations sa baba, sir, nasasabihin na killing, parang medyo wala naman pong ganon. But it is only how to the people on the ground on how they interpret it as such.
Thank you. Okay, ganito.
Mr. Chair, may I respond?
Sige, just if possible, briefly lang, Attorney Jokno, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Unang-una po, I think the comments that were made missed the point entirely. Kasi ang tanong talaga dito ay, bakit pa nilagay yon sa isang command circular? At may point out ko rin po, naalala ko rin na Senator De La Rosa na mismong kayo po nung 2016 ay
Talk to me,
ginamit nyo din po ang
talk to
salitang
me,
neutralize.
Attorney Jokno.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. But may I point out that Senator De La Rosa in 2016 also used the term neutralize to refer to a bounty being raised to have him killed by supposed generals who were allied with the drug of those people involved in drugs.
What's your source?
This
please,
is from
para ma-check din namin.
Amita Legaspi, GMA News, published September 28, 2016, dito po sa GMA News Online.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
siguro mamaya kung ma-share sa atin yan para makareact ako properly.
Okay, please share with Senator Bato.
Wala akong context, Mr.
Kaya ako
Chair.
tinanong para yung staff, ma-check kagad ng staff.
Just a few more points, if I may, Mr. Chair. General Gamboa mentioned the use of the order of battle, pero matagal na po yan na-ban. Bawal na po gumamit ng order of battle sa ilalim ng Anti-Torture Act. So kung sabi niya ay yun ang ginagamit nila sa counterinsurgency, yun din ang basis nila sa drug list, wala na po yun eh. Pinagbabawal na po yun na matagal na ng ating batas. And finally, the point that confidential daw yung circular na ito at dapat daw hindi kami nakakuha ng kopya. Kami mismo ay nag-request sa PNP para sa kaso sa Supreme Court at binigyan po kami ng certified true copy na sinubmit po namin sa Supreme Court. Yan lang po, Your Honor.
Sino ba nag-call attention ko? You want to Senator Risa? Yeah.
Salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. A follow-up question, Attorney Jokno. Attorney Chel, apart from semantics, may basis po ba sa karanasan na yung naging interpretasyon ng iba sa neutralize o negate ay pumatay?
Ayun nga po, yung naipakita kong mga slides kanina na mismong galing sa Police Santa Ana, Police Tondo, mismo kay Colonel Jovi Espenido, sa PIDEA Chief. Lahat po sila ginagamit nila yung salitang neutralize. At ang ibig sabihin ay kasama na doon yung pagpapatay.
Salamat.
Mag-ready ka
Salamat,
muna,
Mr. Chair.
Colonel Espinido, tatanungin kita. Pero ito lang, para lang just educate this representation or the Committee General Gamboa. General Gamboa, ba't mo ba nasabi in the first place na top secret or secret ito na wag i-circulate itong command memorandum circular? Bakit? Why?
Sir, Mr. Chair, as I have said, the sanction goes to the government employee, not to the recipient.
No,
So-
but why? Why? Bakit limited
Because-
circulation ito? It was really designed for limited circulation?
No, sir. Meaning to say, the circulation is controlled. There are different classifications of the documents in the police. Like there's secret, there's top
Oh,
secret.
anong marka nito? There's no marking.
It's supposed to be confidential, sir. It is supposed to be a cover page. And down below should be stated confidential. But probably because the PNP already officially released it, that's why they removed it.
So there's something wrong kung may separate page andun ang confidential and yet sa document itself walang tatak na confidential. So if ever nakikinig ang PNP sa atin, if that is what you want to happen, tatakan nyo ng confidential yung dokumento mismo, wala na rito eh. There's no more trace that it's confidential. Anyway, okay na po yun, just for my information. Colonel, ikaw ito sasabihin ko nga sa kanila, hindi ka naging PNP chief, pero talagang sa ground ka. You conduct police operations, etc. And I think you have an admission under oath that you interpreted the word neutralization as, not naman siguro meaning to kill, but as including the possibility of killing. Sige, just explain to us, ano yung ibig nyo sabihin?
Good afternoon to, Mr. Chair, sa lahat. Good afternoon. Sa akin naman, as an operatives, matagal sa non-commissioned officer, ang sa amin, Your Honor, ang pag-intindi, pag may neutralization, may report pagkatapos ng trabaho sa status. So, neutralize, then the remarks is nahuli or namatay. Not totally, sa interpretation namin, na nakalagay diyan neutralization, patayin. Magtrabaho lang to stop anything as long as illegal. So sa remarks, so nakalagay na doon ang specification. Nahuli, nandoon, final sa court ang complaint, at saka namatay, Your Honor. Kami ang mag-implementor kasi sila yung mga officer kaharap ko ngayon. Sila ang taga-gawa ng circular. Pero the truth is, ako, number one, ang nag-implement. Paano i-implement ang neutralization? Hindi nakapokus sa neutralization, kundi nakapokus kung sino ang target na illegal na hulihin ba or mamatay kasi yun na, may firefighting na ang nangyari. But not totally na nakalagay sa isip namin as non-commissioned officer na nasa field, nasa ground na yun patayin kasi neutralization, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Kasi kami ang magharap sa korte kung sakali sundin. Maski hindi nalaban, patayin lang kasi neutralization, no. Kaya sinabi ko sa Quadcom Committee, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na pwede, sa lahat pwede, possibility, as long as real trabaho, kung ano talaga yon ang harapin mo, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Sige, Senator Bato, De La
matanong ko
Rosa,
na
we
si-
will clarify the situation.
Meron kang sinabi, Colonel Espiritu, na pwede. Pwede. Ano mo ibig mo sabihin doon sa pwede? Na pwedeng mamatay?
Lahat may possibility, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, kasi sa situation na nandyan, mangdaming experience ko for my 28 years.
Yeah, pwede
No.
mamatay kung ano?
Kung lumaban,
Oh, yun mo.
example-
Laruin mo. Laruin mo kasi you are living space of doubt eh. Na pwede pala, pwede.
pwede sa lahat.
Pwede kung,
Yes, kung lumaban
lumaban.
Yun nga sinabi
naman
ko,
pala eh.
Mr. Chair.
Sige, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Salamat.
Mr. Chair.
Colonel, ganito, okay. Kunyari, hindi neutralization yung word na ginamit. Arrest, o ano. Pag lumaban,
Ganun pa rin.
ganun pa rin, ending. Tama?
Mr. Chair, ganun pa rin.
So, okay. Senator Risa, you want to?
Salamat kay Mr. Chair. Related dun sa isang puntong binanggit ni Police Lieutenant Colonel Espenido, balik lang kay Attorney Jokno, may pattern naman po bang nakita yung flag related sa mga kaso di umano ng nanlaban? I mean, kapanipaniwala ba na lahat self-defense on the part of the law enforcer yung pagpatay sa mga ito na sinabing nanlaban?
Dalawa po yung nakita namin. Unang-una, sa Santa Ana Police Reports na naibigay sa amin, meron silang tinatawag sa PNP na information report. Ito yung report na doon nila nilalagay yung mga information about the suspect galing sa mga informant nila. At this is used pre-operation. Sa mga information reports na nakita namin, nandun na yung salitang immediate apprehension and neutralization of that particular suspect. Second, yung pangalan nila ay sa maraming kaso ay nasa listahan din ng drug watch list for that particular area. And then later on, pagka nag-operate na ang police doon, meron silang report na nanlaban kaya napatay. Nung curious kami po noon, kinompare namin pati yung language, yung mismong wording ng iba't ibang mga police report tungkol sa nanlaban. At yung isang very striking sa amin ay halos identical yung ginamit na salita. Kumbaga parang cut and paste yung mga ginamit na salita. I can provide the committee with copies of these police reports.
Please do, Attorney Chel. Salamat
Yes,
kayo,
Your
Mr.
Kung
Chair.
pwede, more than just providing us with a copy, Attorney Jokno, if you can, parang give us a parang memorandum or position paper na inorganize mo na yung observations mo.
Yes,
doon,
Mr. Chair.
Para you direct our attention to what you have noticed.
Yes, sir.
Ito, Colonel Espinido.
Mr. Chair, just to respond to the pattern of Senator Riza.
Sige, Father, go.
Once again, going back to our documents, listening to the narratives of the families, wala po. From the 312 that we have, no one fought back. Ulitin ko po, wala po nanlaban sa kanila. Salamat po.
Salamat, Father Flavi.
yes, go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair, if I may, habang on deck si Father Flavi, and mamaya itatanong ko rin kay Attorney Chel. Father, tama po ba na sedition cases were filed against you? Kasi kaugnay po ito ng banta na hinaharap, hindi lang ng people on the ground, pero yung mga gustong magdepensa sa mga EJK families.
Yes po, Mr. Chair, Senator Riza.
Salamat, Father. For the record, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, if I may ask a similar question kay Attorney Jokno, kay Attorney Chel. Salamat kay Mr. Chair. Attorney Chel, could you describe briefly how was it to be an opponent of the war on drugs during its peak? Anong klaseng mga hamon ang hinaharap ng mga human rights advocates? Kasama na po yung galing sa legal community.
Ako po ay naging, sabihin na lang natin, biktima ng isang late night speech ng dating Pangulo. Napaulit-ulit niya akong personal na nilalait at I found it very offensive because it had nothing to do with the work I was doing. But of course, Pangulo po siya. Gusto niya magsalita ng ganun. Hindi ko siya mapipigilan. Aside from that, there were definitely dangers involved in assisting victims of the EJ case. Wala naman pong mga direct threats, pero minsan ay napapansin namin na mayroong mga lumilibot-libot at lalong-lalo na pag kinakausap namin ang mga testigo at biktima ng EJK survivors ay very security conscious kami dahil alam namin yung dangers nun. Naalala ko rin, Senator Risa, yung sa kaso nila Kian, na yung mga witnesses po ay nandun sa kay Bishop Ambo at may pagtatangka na kunin sila ng pulis. Mabuti na lang may mga media na andon at nung naibalita na may ganun nga, ay hindi na tinuloy.
Salamat, Attorney Jokno. Salamat ka, Mr. Chair. And I believe, speaking of dangers, we also have here today as resource persons former Senator Laila De Lima and former Mayor Jed Mabilog. Perhaps at the proper time,
Okay.
Mr. Chair, we could also hear them. Salamat ka, Mr. Chair.
I'll give them time na, Mayor Mabilog and Laila, if they want to give some opening statement. But after this question of mine to Colonel Espinido. Colonel, isa pa, one question. Sa ilang years ka sa police?
28, Your Honor, Mr.
Grabe
Chair.
yung mga operations mo, high profile, di ba?
Yes. Mr. Chair.
Paruhinog, ikaw?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung early morning raid sa bahay?
Yes, Mr.
Ilang
Chair.
patay doon?
Ang patay?
Yeah, ilan?
Simultaneous yun sa area sa 6 search warrant, 16,
16.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay, basta operative yan, general, mga operative. Okay. Sa entire 28 career mo, 28 years career mo sa police, ikaw ba'y nakatanggap ng instruction, whether in writing or sa pananalita, na ginamit ang word na neutralization bilang code na patayin mo?
Sa pagtanda ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, wala akong specific na sabihan na i-neutralize. Huli ay yung arrest, marami.
Kaya nga, okay.
Arestuhin.
So, ikaw ba'y nasabihan na arrest pero code word yun na patayin mo?
Hindi,
Hindi.
Mr. Chair.
Ikaw ba'y nagamitan ng ibang word na code word sa napatayin mo?
Wala. May isa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung trabahoin.
Okay.
Patrabaho yung ganon. Pero
Anong basa mo nun? Anong intindi mo dun sa trabahuin mo?
the result din, Mr. Chair, hulihin, yun lang talaga palagi ang...
Pero anong ending ng specific na trinabaho mo? Napatay o nahuli?
Nahuli. Nahuli yun,
Nahuli?
Mr. Chair. Nahuli.
Maalala mo pa pangalan sino yung subject matter nung trabahuin mo na nahuli, ang ending ay nahuli din?
Mayor ng Gandara, Samar, Mr. Chair, with the person of Mayor Cabuños, at saka may 4 niya na security na police na warranted.
Anong year yun? More or less?
2011, 2010, 11, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yung pagtatanong ko sa iyo, yung pang-credibility questions na po ito kasi
Yes.
hindi naman, drug war ba yan? Hindi.
Hindi.
Yes. So, just to test yung credibility po. Apo. Seto ba to? Yes.
Are we commencing questioning Colonel Espinido, Mr. Chair?
Sana ng time lang kung may opening statement si Mayor Mabilog at saka si Senator Laila De Lima. And then after their opening statements, kung meron man, hindi ko kayo pipilitin, then we now open the questioning. But we will follow the order. May order tayo, tapos magti 10 minutes po tayo. Pero kung pwede mag-request, iklian natin 5 minutes per senator. Okay, so ladies first. Senator Laila.